And I tell people all the time, that's a reflection of my parents. My parents were not, they didn't have the kind of job that I have. They did not have the kind of business that I have. My parents are not athletes. Neither one is even 6 feet tall. I'm 6'4". So a lot of things that manifested in what I did physically was very different from them. But the essence and the mentality behind it came straight from my parents because, and again, I tell the story all the time. My parents got up every day and they went to work. Even when I know they didn't really like their jobs, because I would hear my mom mostly complain about her coworkers often when she came home from work. My dad never complained about his job, but I know I saw what kind of work he did. I remember when I was 14, I worked as I got a little side job working at his job for a summer, and that job was not some fun, cushy job. All right, it was manual labor, what my dad did. He did that job for like 30 years. And then he would go and do music on the side after work. He would moonlight as a musician after work like 4 to 6 nights a week. So my dad didn't really sleep. But he worked. And he would get sick sometimes, and it would have to be an extreme situation for him to not go to work. He went to work damn near every day. And sometimes he would even do so taking public transportation. He worked outside of the city. So this was a long trip. I remember when I worked with him that summer that I was 14, we would drive to his job, and the drive was a long ass drive. It was like an hour plus drive. So imagine taking public transportation to get to a job that driving takes an hour. How long did it take on the train? Right? That's the kind of job that he went to. I'm sharing all that to say my father was at home. I had 2 parents at home. So they set an example for me. And the example was show up every day and do your job. They never said it. They just did it. So when it was time for me to go out into the world and do my thing, first as an athlete, now as a business person, I took that example, even though I didn't follow them career-wise. I had different options because I came up in a different era. The internet didn't exist. My parents were not athletes. I had athletic genes and the size to be an athlete. So I took a different path tactically as far as what I did. But the essence of what drove it was to show up every day and do the work. Like I tell you all every day when I open the show, that came from the role models I had in front of me, which was my parents. I'm saying all that to say to you, if you don't have any quality male role models around you, you need to go find some.